Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Jamie the Crafty DIY Guy. Welcome to my channel and to my backyard deck makeover. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you everything I did to my backyard deck to make it my own private oasis. I'm looking forward to summer and friends and hanging out on the back porch, and I want you to join me. But before we get into that, of course, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. If YouTube happened to recommend this video to you and you're not a subscriber yet, maybe you'll consider joining in the fun. If you're a short-termer, long-termer, or even one of my OGs, thank you guys so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. All right, let's get into that video, wherever it is. That way, that way, that way. Pollen season in Georgia is finally over, and I decided to finally put my deck back together. Now, my deck, I do need to eventually probably replace this or repaint it or restain it or kind of all of the above. But for right now, we're just going to be doing some decorative touches, and we're going to clean it up a little bit. As you can see, my deck kind of is multi-purpose. It is my spray paint station for all of the DIYs that I'm doing for you guys. And, you know, it's not quite as nice as it once was, and it's just kind of even my barbecue grill is depressed. My little charcoal grill, like, it's just sitting there on that metal table that I've had out there, and you know, things just need some love. They just need some revitalization, and I'm going to add some new things out there as well and freshen up some of the old things. I'm a creature of habit. I tend to buy a lot of the same things over and over, and I actually did buy a couple things for this deck again when I'm doing kind of this freshening up. So the first thing I'm going to do is clean it up, and this took a lot more than that Dollar Tree broom. I will say that right now. This had, you know, some staining on it and some dirt and whatnot, and I swept it off as well as I could. And then I did not film this part because I was saying lots of bad words, but I did take my hose out and a scrubber and literally just started scrubbing this down and cleaning it up as good as I could get it. And I was pretty happy with it afterwards. And I also got rid of the spray paint station. But speaking of spray paint, I did decide to go ahead and spray paint that table that I had. I don't know if you noticed or not, but it was this kind of a greenish color table, and I thought that it would look great in my favorite color, navy blue, because I'm going to be switching up some things that are up on the porch. So I brought out some of my navy blue gloss paint and just started spray painting this table. It took a couple coats and did it on a couple sides. I added this green AstroTurf carpet. This is actually one of the items that I told you about that I did rebuy. I had this when I first originally moved into the house. I loved it so much. It's super comfortable. It's very soft on the feet, and it does not hold water, which was also very good because I didn't have to worry about any kind of pooling or anything. And then I have my umbrella stand that was left over. The new item that I grabbed, and this is part of the reason why I also painted my table that blue color that you see in the back there, is I've got a new rocking chair for the back deck. The previous chair I had out here was a navy blue wicker chair, and this is a rocker that I ended up getting on Amazon. I will link this below because this is a fantastic deal. It was $109, and I absolutely love the way this looks. It's kind of like a brown faux rattan with a metal frame. It comes with those gorgeous lime green cushions, and this does come in a couple different colors. It comes with all the tools that you need. It's just a simple Allen wrench, and it's about 8 screws, I think, altogether. And it was not that hard to do. Probably the worst thing about assembling this was being out in the hot sun, because it was not fun. And it was very muggy in Georgia lately. But as you can see, the chair is put together. It turned out really kind and I love the way it pops next to that blue chair and that blue table. Speaking of tables, this is a kind of a outdoor table that I've had for a while. Friends of mine gave me this when I moved into the house. What's great about my deck is that you'll notice there it has that built-in seating around it. So it's really good because it you know, I don't have to have a whole lot of chairs out here, but I do have a lot of seating. So I have these navy blue chairs that I picked up from Home Depot a couple years ago. They were still in great condition, and the color matches the other pieces of navy that I have on here. I love putting them on this side of the table, and then other people can sit on the bench side of the table, and there's plenty of room to get around it on either side. It's actually really, really comfortable and makes for a really nice seating area. And there's still plenty of room to walk around on all sides. You can get to the other side of the deck and go down the stairs with no interruptions in the flow at all. Now that I had the table all set up, I needed to add an umbrella, and I found this great umbrella actually 3 years ago, and I was lucky enough to be able to find a newer one on Amazon. The previous one I had for 3 years, it sat out in the weather, it faded. It was time to get a new one, so I, a creature of habit, bought the same exact color and super happy with it. And then I found these fantastic pillow covers. These are outdoor pillow covers from Amazon, and I just grabbed my inserts from the previous pillows that were out there and literally just kind of restuffed those outdoor pillows, the covers, and I have some gorgeous pillows for the table outside and for comfort against your back. I love the way that everything looks. And now we need to bring in a little more color on the table. Now, I want to show you one thing that I did. I took the Dollar Tree triple planter and I actually cut a hole in the bottom of it using my glue gun. Typically, I stick this through the umbrella, but I'm going to give this a nice coat of paint and brighten it up to make it match the rest of the porch. Now, I'm painting it this lime green color to match the cushions and everything, and I know that I said I used my glue gun to cut the hole in that. I did not use my glue gun. I used my wood burning tool. But now you can see it is that gorgeous lime green that matches with the cushions and the chair and everything. And then for filling this up, you can do a lot of different things with this, really. You could put condiments in it. I'm putting some Dollar Tree wood pieces in it and some candles. But then you'll see that I ended up actually switching it up and putting some plants in it. And I just put some plants that were inside some galvanized metal pots and then just put them inside those 3 sections because, you know, with the umbrella being in there, you can't really put dirt in there because you may have to take this off or on, and if you have dirt in there, it's just going to become kind of a mess. But there's so many really cool options in this. You could put bottles of wine in it. If you have friends over, everybody could get a bottle of wine. You know, there's so many different variations and fun things that you can do with this. This is such a great idea. I highly recommend you do this if you have a patio outside and an umbrella on your table. Now, this DIY was actually featured in a previous video. All I did was take some fence posts that were actually given to me from a friend. I simply nailed a wood base on the bottom of them, just those flat little planks that you see there at the very bottom, just to help stabilize everything. And then I painted them this bright, gorgeous green. I took a drill bit and drilled out the top of them. That way they would hold a tea light, and they make the perfect outdoor candlesticks. Now, while I was filming everything and doing everything outside, I ended up getting some friend mail from my friend Stacy, and she sent me a belated birthday present, and she made the most beautiful hummingbird feeder and sent me this gorgeous little cute unicorn inflatable drink holder as well, which I will be using in the pool. But check this bottle out. How perfect was this timing, because this is absolutely beautiful. This is a handmade hummingbird feeder that she makes. And I mean, did she know like blue was my favorite color? Obviously she did. But how gorgeous is the beading and the copper wiring and everything, and this is going to hang perfectly off the deck. Now, I have these Dollar Tree planters that I've had for quite a while, these oversized planters, which I loved, and a very dirty backyard where I just kind of flung everything off the deck. And now I added some gorgeous plants there. I also took these tea light holders that I featured in a previous video and just put those outside outside. Now I've got this repurposed salad bowl. This is a wood salad bowl that I turned into a planter. And now I've got these great candle holders as well that have tea light candles in them, by the way. Now I have this expandable trellis, and I know you guys probably saw this on Instagram. I bought 2 of these. I will link these in the description box below. I absolutely love these. They are super, super versatile, and even Mr. Otis is approving everything. He's looking at me like, why can't I be outside with you, Dad? All right, everybody, this is the final tour of everything. This is how everything came together. I am super happy with my little oasis here. I love the way that everything looks. Those lights up there on the gutters, they were there before. And again, just really love how cozy. Those are the flowers that I was telling you about that I did. Now I've got room on this little kind of bar station here where I can put food or a bar or bottle of wine, anything, and it is just the coziest little oasis, and I really am so happy with the way that this turned out. I've got that gorgeous ivy effect there without having the maintenance and all the intrusion that ivy can really do, and I am just in love with the way that my back deck looks right now.